Hello friends, for your kind information, we have been learning very interesting. I have to say that the paper that is paper 5th from your syllabus, that is biostatistics. In the last lecture, we have got idea about some growth indices. In this lecture also we have to get idea about the plant growth indices. Here the absolute growth rate. Friends, you have to keep in mind absolute growth rate, that is nothing but the rate at which the total growth took place. This is the simplest index. This is the simplest index of a plant growth rate of change in size, which is an increment in size per unit of the time. You have to keep in mind. Most commonly, if W is the total dry weight of the plant, then G is the absolute growth rate in the total dry weight. The dimensions and unit of absolute growth rate are mass per unit time. Mass per unit time. Example is gram per unit. Instantaneously, the G is equal to dW divided by dt, and it means value over the interval t1 to t2 is w1 minus w2 divided by t1 minus t2. My friends, we know that growth curve enable us to work out the rate at which an organism grows. The growth curve, most probably we are sketching, drawing, but that growth curves cannot give us idea about the rate at which an organism grows. This can be done by estimating the increase in size that takes place during the successive interval of time. The increases growth increment are then plotted against the time. This gives us the organism's absolute growth rate. The absolute growth rate is the change in size per unit of time. Change in size per unit of time. So that if the unit of the time is a small, that root growth rate is a d. W divided by dt, where W is the size of the plant and T is the time. Absolute growth rates are often not only useful, my friends, for comparing the growth rates under the different experimental or environmental conditions, because they are usually proportional to the size of the plant. A better measure is the specific growth rate, defined as G is equal to small d capital W dW divided by W dt. The mean specific growth rate of the time interval T2 and T1 is given by G is equal to in W2 minus in W1 divided by T2 minus T1. Clearly, the specific growth rate can be measured in terms of length, weight, or energy. Though in practice it is clearly measured in terms of the length or weight, the pattern of the growth shown by the plant is determined by the change in specific growth rate in time. So, an analysis of a factor that influences the specific growth rate is essential for understanding the growth of the plant. Now, crop growth rate. Crop growth rate, that is CGR. Crop growth rate, not RGR, that is a CGR. The dry matter accumulation rate per unit of land area. Dry matter accumulation. First of all, I will give you an idea what is dry matter. My friends, suppose we have taken a small stem आपण छोटं स्टेम घेतलं आणि त्याचं जर वेट केलं कट पार्टचं तर दॅट इज अ फ्रेश वेट, दॅट इज अ फ्रेश वेट. ते ड्राय करा, टोटल त्याच्यातलं वॉटर निघून गेलं पाहिजे आणि जो पार्ट होईल त्याला ड्राय मॅटर म्हणतात. सो ड्राय मॅटर ॲक्युम्युलेशन रेट पर युनिट ऑफ द लँड एरिया इज रेफर्ड टू ॲज अ क्रॉप ग्रोथ रेट. क्रॉप ग्रोथ रेट इज नथिंग बट the dry matter accumulation rate per unit of land, normally expressed as a grams per square meter of the land area per day. So crop growth rate, that is equal to W2 minus W1 divided by the soil area in bracket T2 minus T1. आता इथं हा क्रॉप ग्रोथ रेट मेजरमेंटचा आपण फॉर्म्युला व्यवस्थित समजून घेऊया. फर्स्ट थिंग इज दॅट W2 मायनस W1 म्हणजे काय? W2 मायनस W1 म्हणजे काय? सो W2 इट इज द फायनल क्रॉप ड्राय मॅटर अँड W1 इज अ बिगिनिंग, इजंट इट? सो फायनल समजा आपल्याला मिळालं त्या ह्याच्यामध्ये पहिल्यांदा ड्राय मॅटर आपण घेतलं ते मिळालं 10, इजंट इट? अँड आफ्टर 20 days we have got 15 dry matter. So 15 minus 10 is equal to 5 is the dry matter, isn't it? Divided by soil area. Soil area किती आहे? That area we have to mention here at SA and divided by T2 minus T1 म्हणजे किती दिवसाचं आपण घेतलं ते? So that is for we have to say that 20 days, isn't it? आपण कितीला 20 daysला घेतलं. सो लाईक दॅट वन वी विल बी एबल टू सबस्टिट्यूट द फिगर्स इन टू दॅट वन अँड जस्ट टू कॅल्क्युलेट. माय फ्रेंड्स, क्रॉप ग्रोथ रेट अगेन आय विल टेल टू यू इज नथिंग बट क्रॉप ग्रोथ रेट इज नथिंग बट द ड्राय मॅटर ॲक्युम्युलेशन रेट पर युनिट ऑफ अ लँड एरिया, पर युनिट ऑफ अ लँड एरिया. लक्षात येते का? सो दिस इज द CGR, where W1 and W2 are crop dry matter at the beginning and end of the interval. T1 and T2 are corresponding days and SA is the soil area. This is all about the crop growth rate. Crop growth is nothing but dry matter accumulation rate per unit of land. Dry matter accumulation rate per unit of land area. That is crop growth rate. Now this is RGR, relative growth rate. The relative growth rate of the plant at an instant in time is identified as the increase of the plant material present per unit of time. It can be calculated and expressed in grams per dry weight minus 1 day minus 1 RGR is equal to 1 divided by W into dW divided by dt, where W is the dry weight and dW divided by dt is the change in dry weight per unit time. Change in dry weight per unit time. So formula of the relative growth rate, that is equal to 1 divided by W into dW divided by dt. याच्यामध्ये W dry weight, dW divided by dt is the change in dry weight per unit time. That value we have to substitute and that would help us just to calculate the relative growth rate of the plant. Now leaf area index. My friends, we have to keep in mind why we have been learning all these formulas, why we are interested to calculate the values, because these things will give us the exact production, isn't it? Suppose sugar cane is there. Sugar cane is there. So that sugar cane production or other vegetative plant production, or we have to say that many such type of plants we are cultivating for the fuel. So we have to calculate all these values so that we will come to know that within how many days we will be able to get how much amount of money, isn't it? So that you will have to keep in mind. That's why we have to calculate all these values per plant, and that can be applicable to the all. We have to say that field, and we will be able to say that this much amount of a production, this much amount of a yield is possible with all these things. So for that one, so leaf area index, again you will have to keep in mind. Watson in 1958 formulated a formula which is introduced in 1947. And he pointed out that the crop growth rate was the product of a leaf area index and the net assimilation rate. My friends, you will have to keep in mind. All the things, we know that we are going to say that there is an increase in the mass, dry matter of a plant. But where all the energy, all matter has been synthesized first. So that is synthesized because of a photosynthesis process, and in the green plant part, that is most probably we know that leaves are participating. 80 to 90% of photosynthesis took place into that one. And in the sense, as much as the area is there, that much photosynthesis rate is there, isn't it? So that all these things, the leaf area index in that one, CGR, crop growth rate, is equal to LEI, leaf area index, into net assimilation rate. Leaf area of one tiller centimeter square into number of tillers divided by 1000, that is leaf area. So leaf area index having a lot of importance at the time of calculating the yield of the plant, or just releasing the variety, just to before the distributing the variety or seeds to the farmers or to the cultivars. So all the information we'll have to have with us in detail, scientific information, isn't it? With this, I have to say that thank you very much, my friends. All these formulas, RGR, CGR, absolute growth rate, leaf area index, net assimilation rate, all these formulas will have to first of all thoroughly understood. You can take one plant, try to understand the things with the help of that plant, fill up or substitute the values into the formulae, and then we'll be able to get the result. Although this is a, by looking, that is a simple, but when you will go and do all these things, it is a very difficult. So to make that easy, you have to do the practice, because practice makes man perfect. With this note, I have to say that thank you very much.